Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another day of the video diary. It's good today. Today, I want to talk to you, before I talk about everything else in this vlog, I want to talk to you a little bit about a plug that I'm plugging-ish. Right, there is a link in the description down below to the service in which I invested in gold. The other day, I invested in some gold. I bought some gold. I own gold now. Alright, get on my level, guys. Well, this is your chance to get on my level. In the description down below, there is a link to a service. It's a web service. I'll explain it in a bit later, but full transparency before we move any further. If you click that link and buy some gold, I will get 0.25 grams of gold, and you will get 0.25 grams of gold for free, assuming you've bought some gold. So full transparency. It's in my interest for as many of you to buy some gold as possible. Likewise, if you buy some gold through that link, although you don't have to, you can go to the website itself. It's called bitgold. You would get an extra 0.25 grams of gold as well, which is about £6-ish. But before now, I've never really been interested, and I know like people always say like, oh, you should always invest in your future and all that kind of crap, but I've never really been interested. There's a simple reason, specifically in my circumstances, next year, I'm not going to have a job. Laura will. Laura will be supporting us, so I'm trying to keep as much of my money to one side as possible so that I can afford the majority of, so that it's not just her supporting both of us, so to speak. So I've never really looked at. There's been a couple of chances where I've been able to invest in something. Like Lewis at work has invested in a nightclub. What the hell? He's invested like £2 into. Well, he's thinking about investing about £2 into a nightclub and getting shares. And I've looked at a couple of companies. I'm like, oh, I could get shares in that company, but it's not really worth it unless you buy a lot of shares. You know what I mean? Because yeah, like the people at work also bought bitcoins ages ago. Anyway, bitgold is essentially, the way I'm thinking about it, is essentially it's a bit like bitcoins, and it's a bit like a bank account, right? What you can do is you can just buy some gold, and all the information will be at the link. And you buy some gold in certain vaults. So my vault is London, and there are vaults around the world which are insured and protected by Lloyd's and other security firms and insured like that. And you buy gold, and then it just sits in there. It just sits there. And the advantage of buying gold is that it doesn't really get affected by inflation. So if you bought, I saw an article on this, if you bought $35 worth of gold, back in the day when $35 would get you a suit, if you would have taken that out now, you would still be able to buy a suit with it. If you know what I mean? Because inflation and all that kind of crap is always a good thing. It's not like investing in something like bitcoins, which might rise quickly and you might suddenly go, oh look, I've doubled my money. That's not going to happen. It's for like the long run. The way I'm treating it is a bit like an ISA, in the sense where I just put money that I don't need into there. I've also got an ISA as well. Put money that I don't need into there, and I've only started off with small amounts at the moment. But I'm going to be increasing it at the end of this month and all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, so you can put money into it and then it just kind of rises and rises and rises. But then the two cool things, I think, that's pretty cool, right? Because the gold belongs to you. You've bought the gold. And they eventually, I think by the end of this month, they're releasing bank cards, like a MasterCard, which will enable you to go to a shop and buy something in gold. Which is incredible, because you could just go in and buy like a Mars bar with gold. How fucking cool is that? But that MasterCard doesn't exist yet. I'm kind of annoyed that it doesn't exist. The service is literally brand new. It hasn't existed before now. That's what brand new means. And you can go onto the website and you can just wire the money back. You can just sell your gold like that and just wire it back into your account and all that kind of stuff. So it acts like a bank account in that sense, but because it's fixed on the price of gold, because it is gold, you can go along and just think. But right, here's some of this pretty fucking cool. You can withdraw the gold, right? If you have 10 grams of gold, now that's £250 worth of gold. But if you have 10 grams of gold, you can withdraw a gold cube, right? It's like the smallest thing. It weighs 10 grams. It's like the smallest thing ever, but you can withdraw it and have some gold in your hand like that. And I fucking want one so much, but I know I'd lose it, and it's a stupid thing to have. But I think that's really, really cool. And also, you can do the same if you have a kilogram. So you can have a kilogram bar of gold. That's like £25,000 though. So, yeah. But it's a really cool service. I think it's really cool, and because it acts like it comes as a MasterCard. Because it acts as a MasterCard, you can just withdraw it whenever you want through. I believe you can go to cash machines with a MasterCard. But you can use it online. You can go to shops and all that kind of stuff. But to be honest with you, I'm going to treat it like an ISA. I'm just going to dump money into it. Specifically after graduation, that's when I'm going to dump the most money into it. Dump money into it and then just leave it, and then it will just stay at a nice price. And then obviously the only issue is if gold dips or climbs. But the advantage of gold is that it goes. Obviously, it doesn't really dive, does it? It just wobbles around the same place and then rises every now and again to counteract inflation and all that kind of stuff. So it's really, really cool. If you would have told me last year that I would have invested in some gold, and I'd be that kind of person that would just invest in things like that for the future, like, I want to believe you, to be honest with you, but I have. So YOLO. But yeah, so I thought I'd plug it to you because it can increase the amount of gold I've got, and you get some gold as well for free. And gold, everyone loves gold. Join the friggin' the friggin' the A team, all the cool people, and buy some gold. Invest in your future. Have I turned my computer off? No, I haven't. Shut down, computer. I've got to go. But yeah, so if you link in the description down below and buy some gold, you will get an extra 0.25 grams for free, and I will get an extra 0.25 grams for free. So completely transparent. I'm not hiding the fact that I will get a bonus out of it if you guys buy it. But yeah, it's a good thing. I wasn't going to tell anyone because the reason I didn't tell you where I got it from when I first got it was because like I just wanted to be like the cool kid, be a bit indie, and I was like, well, but I bought some gold. If I'd have told everyone where I could get it, where I got it from, then everyone would buy gold. But now I have told you, so everyone can buy gold, and then I can have more gold. Gold thing. Should we just talk until the battery dies as well, ladies and gentlemen? May as well. Recording. I'm getting good at that. I am getting good at that. Right, we're heading into work then now, ladies and gentlemen. I've had an hour extra lie-in today. I stayed up a little bit to watch some of the results come in. It's the first time in a year that I've regretted not having a TV licence, because I actually wanted to watch the BBC like report come in as the election came in. It was actually really exciting, and I woke up this morning and I was not expecting the news that hit me. The Conservatives are pulling together a lead. Well, they've got a lead, but they think, according to predictions, that they're going to have enough to not have a hung parliament, which is great. Like, that's the one thing I didn't want, was a hung parliament, was a coalition, and I'm pretty happy about that. But yeah, so I've just been watching. It was actually really good fun being on Twitter and stuff and watching everyone like talk about it and get like into it and stuff like that, and it was really, I really enjoyed it. I'm really surprised that I enjoyed my first election as much as I did. Because like, elections are just boring, aren't they, really? Like, at the end of the day, I used to, before this one, I didn't give a crap. I did not give one iota about politics, but now I feel like I do. I feel like a bit of a politics nerd. But saying that, I don't really know an awful lot either. I read the manifestos, picked one, and then yeah, happy days. But yeah, so the election results are still rolling in. We'll see what happens by the end of the day. But what I did find funny, I was just reading like all of the news around the election, which I thought was more fun. And when the exit polls came out saying that the exit polls predicted that it was going to be a Conservative Lib Dem coalition. They had like literally 316 and then 10 seats, so it'll make 326. Changing the battery on the fly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God for red lights, eh? God damn it, how many cars want to come down this road? Jesus. Ah, oh, beautiful. Good boy. No. Sad times. Sad times. Thanks, mate. Jesus Christ. Let this car go, because he's not going to let me go, is he? I apologise for the view at this precise moment in time. This is not an ideal scenario in which I wanted to be in. Oh god, this has all gone to shit. What the hell? No. Thank you, Mr. Ford. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, this is turning into a podcast, as you can't see me. All you can see is the bloody... God damn it, right. There we go, we've got some... No. Oh god, it's all gone to shit. Right, there we go. Reset you up again, and we're off. Wait for it to bloody break again. That's the problem with hill starts. What was I talking about? The news around the election, which I found quite funny. There was when that exit poll came out, there was a 1% increase in the value of the pound sterling, which I think is hilarious, and a great time to invest in gold, would you not say? Links in the description. But no, I think that kind of, the news, like the election's on its own is boring, it's how everyone else reacts to it that makes the most interesting news, I think. Like, the friggin' pound goes up, just because there's a chance that the exit poll's right. And like, I don't know if the exit poll's changed recently, because it's only been right, I swear, like once in the past however many times. And it's only right in the sense that the Conservatives are winning. It's not right in any way, shape or form about the numbers. I think it got wrong the, oh no, it got right the Scottish, how the Scots would all vote for their party. But yeah, so it was an absolute whale of a time watching the old results come in. And it was the first time I'd regretted not having a TV licence, but I was just living on Twitter, like waiting for BBC News to release clips and all that kind of stuff. But I went to bed at about 1, I think. I was going to do some programming last night, but didn't get around to it, which is kind of irritating. But what can you do? But yeah, I tried my best to, what was I doing? I tried my best to, but I was just kind of, I got too into it. I got too into watching all the graphs like go up and down and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it was exciting. It was exciting stuff. But it's over now, which means a couple of things. It means no more friggin' posters or anything like that telling you who to vote for. There's no more bloody spam coming through your doors. Thankfully, like, could you imagine if there was a re-election? Could you imagine that? Like, what would happen? I genuinely can't imagine what would happen if there was a re-election. All I know is it'd be a massive waste of time and it'd be irritating to absolutely everybody. No one wants that shit. No one wants another month of just, well, a month or two of just being spammed about who to vote for. Oh god. But anyway, yeah, so otherwise though, we've had a nice sleep. Woke up an hour late because I don't need to build up any flexi today, so I'm just kind of YOLOing in when I want to. Well, I'm going in for 9, although I'm probably going to be there earlier. I thought the traffic would be worse than this at this time because of schools and stuff. I don't even know when schools are anymore. I'm out of touch with the schooling world. But yeah, so we're going to head into work today. Today we are working on automated tests and acceptance testing with Ben, which could mean pair programming. Hopefully it doesn't mean pair programming, because I mean I like pair programming to the sense where I like working with Ben, but like I prefer to just get my head down and just do it as opposed to like talking about doing it, if that makes sense. Because I feel like it's quicker, and sometimes you just, you know, when you're in a kind of mood where you just kind of want to put headphones in and just churn out a load of code. That's the kind of mood I was in. I feel like I'm in today as well. You have to bully my way out here, on it, annoyingly. No, I can't bully my way out of there. Cat and mouse chance. But yeah, that's the plan for the day, ladies and gentlemen. It's just me and Lewis in today. The other Lewis is now off for like 11 days or something crazy like that. I'm never going to be able to pull out of here. This is mental. Oh no, come on, Jesus. Normally this is like rammed, so someone just lets you out because they're in a queue, but now because they're all kind of moving at the same time. Look at that guy. That guy's in his Porsche. Come on then. Right, you ready? Are you ready to rumble? No, this van's now in the way, so I can't pull in until this van's gone. I'm going to be here for about 7 weeks. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to... Oh, I would go now if these guys would let me go, but they're not going to. So we'll figure this. We'll figure something out, won't we? But yeah, I guess I'll talk to you after work. I think I've exhausted everything I want to talk to you about. But hey, we did it. But yeah, so hey, bloody hell, I thought I was going to rot there. Yeah, I've talked to you about everything that I wanted to talk about. Mainly, how cool would it be to be able to invest in some gold and say that you own gold, and you can have it in many vaults around the world. You can pick which vault it's in and everything. That's cool. But also, how cool would it be to pay for something with a card eventually, assuming the card comes out this month. It's apparently going to come out this month. Using gold. You could walk to a shop and buy something with gold. And then when you're extra flush with cash and you don't need £250 or £25,000, then you can get a gold cube or a gold bar. That sounds pretty good to me. That sounds bloody brilliant to me. But yeah, so if you click on the link in the description down below, everyone wins. You get gold and we both get free gold. Everyone loves free gold, even though it's only £6 worth. But £6 worth of free gold. It's better than friggin' Audacity, isn't it? I could have plugged Audacity to you. Or back in the day when did Netflix used to do it, or shit like that. I swear with Audacity you only get like one free book, don't you? Now how much is a book? Is it £6 worth of gold? Will it last as long as £6 worth of gold? And will it be worth the same amount in however many years? No, but gold will be. So yeah, that's my selfless plug. Completely selfless. But yeah, I'm going to get going because I've been talking to you for ages and I've been breaking my camera in the process. And Jesus Christ, how long into the video are we already? And we're heading home, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the usual queue that we're in as we head on home. Making our way downtown, walking fast and low. Yeah, we're heading back home now. It's been an alright day, to be honest with you. Not an awful lot's gone down, to be honest with you. It's been a quiet day. I like quiet days. I was helping out with some acceptance test stuff, and then we realised a bug, or we noticed a bug, which was pretty easy to fix. So I went through and fixed all of that kind of stuff to make sure that it was working, to make sure that there was no bug actually there. We haven't actually confirmed that it is a bug. I fixed it. I know it's a bug, but it's not officially a bug because it hasn't been confirmed by like someone, but they're not in today, so I just kind of fixed it for them since they weren't in. But yeah, so I was sorting all that out for them, and then I moved over onto some unit testing. We realised that there was a like huge section of the area which hadn't been unit tested at all, like flat out at all. Not a single person had unit tested it. So I went through and was unit testing that, and I like unit testing to the sense where you can just put headphones in, you can just churn out a frick load of code, and like it's just get in the zone and just bloody fly down it, you know. And I produced a load of friggin' unit tests and found a load of problems as well. So if the unit tests were there in the first place, we would have noticed them problems. God dickety damn doodle. But otherwise, yeah, it's been pretty good. News on the horizon. We've got a work social network now called Yammer. Banter. Because now we'll be able to talk to each other better. Which basically means that what they want to do is they want to monitor how we talk to each other, because we already talk to each other on either in person or on Trillion or Yahoo Messenger and stuff like that. So we already talk cross-team through that, or we go up to each other's stand-ups because that's what it's for. But it's some kind of weird thing that they're trying to get in so that we talk to the rest, so that all of the business talks to each other. It's not really for us, more for everyone else. It's so that each department can talk to everyone for some reason, if you wanted to do that. But anyway, it doesn't really work with the Scrum set out though, because Scrum isn't designed so that you talk to other people in the business. Like the whole idea of Scrum is like your Scrum team should never have to talk to another team ever, in theory, unless you're working with them on something, because everything that you communicate should go through your Scrum Master, because that's literally Agile. So, but anyway, fucking YOLO, that's exciting. We said that we would be allowed to go on it as of Monday, but we're all badasses, aren't we? So we went on it straight away, straight a bloody way. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, news on that's basically also today's been like everyone's been talking about the election and all that kind of crap as well. So today it was I completely ate my words yesterday. I said if anyone could get a majority, Labour would, but no, friggin' Conservatives got a bloody majority. That's madness. And then just after that, friggin' Farage drops out, quits. Miliband quits. Clegg quits. Fucking hell, that is brutal. That is literally like every opposing leader, with the exception of the Greens and all that kind of crap, gone, wiped out, which is crazy, absolutely crazy. So yeah, it was one hell of an election, one hell of a news day today. there's a lot of talk about going to proportional voting, something like that. So it's done by percentage as opposed to done by the way it is at the moment, first past the post, whatever it is. I don't know what the terms are for it. But I don't agree with that at all. Because while it's true, and I understand that, like, what is it? How many? 3 million people voted for Green, but they only got 1 seat or something like that. But only 1 million voted for SNP, and they've got 50. And the difference between Labour and Conservative isn't actually that much if you go to percentages, but it is when you go to seats. But you don't vote for the people in power. You vote for the person, or you're supposed to vote for the person that is going to best suit your local area. So, like, for example, in Nottingham, the Labour guy has won it year on year on year for a friggin' long time, and there is very good reason for that as well, because he is pretty good. And that's just how it is. There are people that I know of that don't necessarily agree with Labour, but would vote for him because he's good for the constituency. And that's the whole idea, is you're supposed to, an MP is supposed to represent the area in which you come from. So if you moved over to a proportional one, how do you know that the MP that is going to be representing your area is going to be one that you can go to and talk to, and one that can help sort out issues that you've got in your area? Because that's the whole idea, isn't it? Your MP is supposed to, like the MP here last year, he was Lib Dem, I think. Apparently they did like a load of really good stuff, apparently, and like, well, according to his leaflets, I guess. I wasn't here, was I? Apparently did a load of good stuff. He kept like some things open, and like something to do with the hospitals and all that kind of, and like some charity stuff as well. So he, as a person, was really good, and he was saying that, like, don't lose out on a really good MP just be, oh no, was it a business owner? I got a letter from like a business owner or someone, I don't know who he was, but he was saying don't lose out on a good MP just because the Lib Dems are shit. No one likes them. And that's true, because like Lib Dems did terribly in this election, but that guy was good as a person, apparently. I don't know. I went on countrywide politics because I don't know what, like, I don't know any of the MPs here. I don't know what they've done, so I can't base any knowledge on that. I can't base my vote on what they've done in the area if I wasn't in the area when they did it. So I went for countrywide style. But that guy was really good, so he got a load of votes, even though fundamentally not many people like the Lib Dems because they lied about tuition fees, or whatever shit they've done. I don't know. So, but in that scenario then, if you wanted your MP in your area because they were good at the things that they did in your area, how would proportional voting, whatever it's called, solve that issue? Because, yeah, you'd get a fairer say in Parliament, but, like, I understand that, like, however many million people voted for someone, they aren't being represented. But I don't know what you know what I mean? Like, you'd vote for someone based on the fact that they can do well for your area. They will represent your area. You can go to them with problems. Like the MP in Nottingham always came to our school and always sorted stuff out for our school and things. I think he even helped out with our space mission, with my space mission friggin' years ago. I think he helped out with that, and that is good. That's pretty cool. But if you went away from that scenario and you voted on something else, then who represents the areas? How do you split that out? That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say to you, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, that's been something that, like, we've discussed at work as well. So we get quite well, what it is the teams have moved around now. There's been like a reshuffle of the desks and stuff, and now another team is sat near us, and one of them likes to talk a lot. Like, he likes his conversations, and he's good. I really like him, but he can't half blab on. And we were talking about this for quite a while, so I thought I'd relay that information back to you. Yeah. Otherwise, we're heading on home. Heading on home for a weekend, 2-day weekend. like a normal person. Also, that was my last day parking in the office car park. I've got to go to the one that's 10-minute walk away now, because I've lost the manager's car parking space because the idiot's coming back from bloody holiday. How bloody dare him? But yeah, so happy days, happy days. We're going to head home, which we are currently doing, and I'm going to cook myself a nice sausage bean dinner. And tonight's plan is to do some video editing, because like it's a joke how long this videos take me to edit, and I need to get it done ASAP. And that's my plan. Oh yeah. Today's video has been absolutely massive, and I'm going to take the tripod off actually, because I don't need you anymore, because I'm not driving my car all weekend. Happy days, it's Friday. Friday. It's been a long video, I apologise. I'm not going to massively talk much anymore. I can't see me. I'm just going to be video editing. After dinner I'm legitimately going to be video editing, and then there's not going to be much for me to say. I've virtually said everything already. Today, haven't I? It's been a bloody long video. It's been a bloody long video, it has. Time to cook. Time to cook. I take my tripod off the car in the daytime when I don't need to do it. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end this video here. It's been a long, it's been a long vlog today. It's been a big day. I've come back. It took me ages to do dinner, and I'm just about to settle down into some editing and stuff. But there's no point in me keeping the video running. So I'm going to leave you here, ladies and gentlemen. What did you think of the election? Should we not get into it? Yeah. Seems like a lot of people are angry. But 'tis life, isn't it? 5 years, fuck all will change. There's be the rules, nothing ever changes. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to get going for this. Thank you very much for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. I would just like to leave and remind you to join the Gold Club. Get some gold. But yeah, so I'm going to get into some editing. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to pull a late one and get as much of this editing as I possibly can done. I've got my glasses on as well, so it means that I'm definitely going to do it. I'm also going to sort out this video as well, so I don't have to do it tomorrow. Because it really annoys me having to do it in the day now. To be honest with you, over the weekend, and I do it in the daytime, I'm like, God, why is this so annoying? I don't know why. So anyway, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I will catch you later.